This is an example end board with this deck. By now you probably know about Runick spell restriction, which prevent you from battle phase. Yes, this is a Rose Synchro Runick where you can punch opponent as win condition in addition to mill. Before deck explanation, let's walk you through couple gameplays going first and second. Duel start. We open by reasoning. What I found from playing is that, between level 1 to 4 you can normal summon, people call level 3 the least. Little unfortunate we only get to dump 3 cards when we only run 4 monsters in the deck. Use Eudemon to dump Runick and grab field, and chain block fountain draw effect. Since we will be drawing 3 and majority of our deck consist Runick quick spells, it is extremely likely we will get another one. Since we got another reasoning, use that to dump more Runick spells to graveyard. I was expecting opponent to call level 3 this time since it is revealed that I am playing Rose package, although end result only difference is 1 additional synchro. Opponent might have done this on purpose, since this is Diamond 1 rank replay and he chose to stick around for full combo. If you're watching this video, ありがとうございます. 2 plus 3 into TG Hyper Librarian. His draw effect for each synchro summon nets us a lot of additional cards since we be synchro summoning a lot with this deck. Red Rose Dragon has used as synchro material effect to special Rose Dragon from deck or hand. Then it is the busted fountain draw 3 again. 3 plus 3 synchro summon Coral Dragon. One thing to keep in mind that we run there can be only one, and conveniently all monsters we have are different type, with the only exception is Coral and Rose are both dragon type. Then Runick spell to special fangs. His summoned effect allow us to recycle graveyard fountain. Place fountain again, we going to repeat this lot more times. 4 plus 6 synchro summon Baron de Fleur. I am lucky to have a royal finish, don't you think she is beautiful? Her design also fits really well with Rose deck. Again, Librarian draw plus Coral draw when sent from field to graveyard. Runick spell to special fangs. Fountain to draw 3, chain block with fangs recycle fountain. By now you probably noticed. This deck abuses Runick spell infinite summon synchro materials, combined with Runick field infinite draws. What can possibly go wrong? 3 plus 4 synchro FA Dawn Dragster. He has once per turn quick play to negate spell trap. A wet dream you can do with this deck is, after used up Baron Omni negate, you can swap her with Dragster, assuming it is in graveyard. Swap field spell again. Draw 3 and chain block with Fangs recycle fountain. I have lost track of how many cards I drew. Judging by fountain effect places Runick cards to bottom of deck, and all we drew are Runick cards. We must have drew entire deck all over. Normal Red Rose Dragon and 3 plus 4 synchro summon Deep Sea Prima Donna. She has sent to graveyard effect of returning a banished card to deck. Yes, this includes face down banished card by Pot of Desire effect. Say if you're truly unlucky and banished most of your fields, you can make use of her effect to return them. Since Donna is a tuner, 7 plus 3 synchro summon Sword Soul Supreme Sovereign Chining. Swap field again. Runick spell to Eudemon for protection. Then it is fountain draw again for the 6th time. Lastly, use Basil Rose Shoot to revive Graveyard Rose Dragon. Librarian, you have served me well. 3 plus 5 synchro summon Adamancipator Risen Dragite. He has once per turn quick effect to negate spell trap as long as you have water attribute in graveyard. Good thing is Coral and Donna are both water attribute. Finally end turn and dump everything we don't need. Note that since it is the end phase, if I didn't use Dispelling, Golden Droplet would have made them dump 1 card anyway since it exceeds 6 card limit. Not that I am trying to BM. Since Runick spell skip battle phase effect doesn't stack, and our next battle phase is already determined to be skipped. It doesn't matter how many we used right now, so might as well make use of them. Note that you do have to enter battle phase then get skipped for it to count. If you plan to attack next turn, dumping Runick spells here doesn't matter, if the game goes on it will just get recycled. Now is the moment. Attack position all our main monsters. Punch for lethal. Now you might wonder, oh well going first strong, but you don't run any hand traps, how is going second? Let's go over that as well. This game is recorded with one of my followers. Since it is nightmare to record anything in Diamond 1. Previous game was rare exception, majority of cases people just surrender. That looks to be pretty standard Sword Soul End board, with 3 negate and 2 destruction effects. Note at this point I didn't know what the set cards were. Since we have 2 fields, let's bait Baron negate by placing 1. Opponent didn't react, force it using flashing fire target destroy. We could chain freezing curse to negate Baron and have her destroyed, but continuing combo at this point is more important to us. So use that for Chixiao monster negate instead. Fountain to recycle our Runick spells and draw 2. Keep 1 spell in hand because we be repeating Fountain draw few more times. Swap field, and special summon Jerry the Runick Fangs to recycle graveyard field to hand. Opponent now can finally chain Sword Soul Blackout, destroy WIRM they control and 2 of our cards. And opponent wasn't able to do so before because it requires us having 2 cards on field, even though they can chain target an activating spell and field, but since our extra zone was open we could have special Hugin for protection. So waiting till this moment is smart play. Although Fangs didn't get destroyed because he is immune to destruction effect. 3+4 Synchro Summon FA Dawn Dragster. Since Red Rose Dragon is sent to graveyard as Synchro material, special rocks Rose Dragon from deck. Dragster to negate called by the grave. Rocks to search for Basil Rose Shoot. Place Fountain again. Special Fangs, recycle and draw, chain block with Fangs again and again and again. Why is this combo allowed to exist? Three plus 4 Synchro Summon Black Rose Dragon, since it is our only non-tuner level 7 left. Basil to revive Rose Dragon. Then 3+7 Synchro Summon Baron de Fleur. One thing to keep in mind is that all Runick spells has hard once per turn effect, regardless which effect you chose to use, so either quick memory or quick scroll through log to see which spells you have already used is useful. You can't rely on graveyard because they all got recycled. At this point the game is already set, so fast forwarding remainder part. If you have interesting gameplay you want to share, or join for a record session like this one, feel free to join my Discord server. A link is provided in the description. We still run there can be only one in this Synchro variant deck, because it hurts so many damn meta decks in this environment, like Mathmech, Sword Soul, Branded, Flunderies, Ignister. Also it does not interrupt with most of monsters we play. And here is the deck list. Again, if you see deck list link has different cards. It usually means I have updated it, since I am not able to modify video after upload. If you're looking for guide on Runick cards, I have done an analysis in previous video, a link is provided above. Rest of the tech cards I think I have already went over in the gameplays, with exception of Black Rose Dragon. Here you can see 3+4 Synchro Summon Black Rose, then trigger its summoned effect and wipe entire board clean. Since both Rose Dragon effect are considered as triggered at same time, you can also choose to chain block protection the board wipe effect if opponent has non-target negate left. Now you might think, well it is only busted because you resolved reasoning. Not true. Here is an example on setting up a board without needing to use reasoning to dump lot of materials. Thank you for watching.